2013 is going to be a fantastic year for film. And among the prequels and the reboots, there should be some hidden gems which we're going to try and uncover. So I've got 3 of our writers from HeyUGuys. We're going to be looking at their picks for what's coming out this year.
So, shall we begin?
You have many films coming out this year. Is it going to be a good year for film?
You're going to see a lot of superhero films. We've got Iron Man 3. Jon Favreau's out as director, and we've got Shane Black.
What about Man of Steel? Because that's another big one for this year.
We've got Chris Nolan on board. And, you know, you've got Zack Snyder. He's not loved by everyone, but he's visually, I mean, he's a master.
New Star Trek film coming out. J.J. Abrams is returning as director.
You think you're safe? You are not.
It looks solid. Star Trek the sequel looks to be enjoying itself. It looks like it probably will be a film where a group of people knock around space and have fun. It gets serious, but sod it. We seem to have descended into this bizarre notion that darker is better.
There's 100 people who want to kill me.
So you've got Superman, Man of Steel, that's darker.
My father believed that if the world found out who I really was, they'd reject me.
You've got Star Trek that's darker.
Enjoy these final moments of peace.
Sod it, give me fun and enjoyment, give me life.
I've seen Hitchcock. It's not a Hitchcock film for Hitchcock fans. It's like, I'm not sure if you saw My Week with Marilyn, but it's got a similar tone and it's quite light-hearted, quite jovial.
By the way, try the finger sandwiches. They're real fingers.
Does Sir Anthony pull it off?
He does, and it's good because you don't notice the fact he looks nothing like Hitchcock, which shows he's done a good job. And I think Helen Mirren's fantastic, and it's as much about Alma Hitchcock, their marriage, and it's about the making of Psycho. This isn't a biopic.
You shouldn't wait till halfway through. Kill her off after 30 minutes.
Wow.
It's basically Hollywood navel-gazing at itself yet again, and
you were just talking about having fun on screen, and this is quite fun.
It's like a piece of history.
I'd far rather watch a documentary on that subject.
Scarlett Johansson's in it. Jessica Biel's in it. I mean, they wouldn't be in the documentary.
Run for your wife.
This is one of my least anticipated films of the year. This is called Run for Your Wife, and it's Danny Dyer doing slapstick farce. And it's based...
Finally.
Of course. And he plays a part where he's got 2 wives and he can't let either find out. It's a little bit sexist, it's quite racist, it's homophobic. It's everything about 70s farce that you'd expect it to be.
I'm still slightly flummoxed by the idea of Danny Dyer having a wife, let alone 2.
What are you talking about?
Denise Van Outen and Sarah Harding.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
That's it, you've sold to me, man.
You can actually hear the barrel scraping.
What about Wreck-It Ralph? Because this is the latest film from Disney. Video games, nostalgia seems to be playing quite well in America.
Welcome to Game Central Station. Trains for all game destinations now boarding.
Oh, it drives me mad that it was conceived in the mid-90s, during that period where Disney had completely lost their way. It's basically Toy Story meets Tron. It should be rubbish. Everything.
Hey, yo, everybody!
Even the cast are so obvious and distractingly famous. But it's brilliant, it's wonderful, it's magnificent, it's magic.
It sounds like you're complaining that it's a good film.
I know, I don't understand why I like it, I shouldn't like it. I love it so much, it's so sweet.
I don't want to be the bad guy anymore.
So a big film for next is also The Great Gatsby. They've got Kerry Mulligan, Leonardo DiCaprio. They're kind of an easy sell, aren't they? It's going to be interesting to see if the 3D actually does add anything as well.
It looks incredible, I mean, it looks kind of futuristic.
See, that's what I don't like about it. I think that it looks too grand. It looks like it's been enlarged too much. I quite like the fact that it could be a bit...
Yeah, it's Baz Luhrmann. He takes that, doesn't he?
Major J. Gatsby for Valor Extraordinary.
From the point of view of an illiterate moron knows nothing about the Gatsby books, I'm fascinated to see Baz Luhrmann playing in 3D. That man is so good at what he does.
Gatsby. From everything we've just said, do you think at the end of 2013 you're going to be saying that was a good year for film?
Looking at the list of films coming out, I'm not convinced it's going to be a great year.
Well, you know, there's every possibility it'll be filled with terrible movies. A couple of years ago, we were still coming out of the writer's strike. We were still having films that were absolute dogs. Last couple of years have been decent enough. We've had some fascinating stuff.
And it's going to be the films we didn't see coming, and it'll be the original visions.
Ernest and Celestine. People are going to love Ernest and Celestine, and if you don't have a soul.
Is that because we had a pint just before it started at 10 in the morning before we went to see that?
That has no bearing on my love for that film.